Eamonn Holmes says, Ruth does all the hard stuff, as he opens up about shared custody. Eamonn Holmes has shared an update on rescue dog Maggie this week following his split from Ruth Langsford, with whom he had adopted the canine companion over a decade ago. Presenter Eamonn Holmes wrote about his ex Ruth Langsford in an update about their rescue dog Maggie this week. He's given an insight into the arrangements between them after having paid tribute to Maggie over the weekend. Eamonn, 65, and Ruth, 65, announced last year that they had decided to separate after 14 years of marriage. The former couple, who also have a son together, were later said to be involved in a custody dispute over canine Maggie, whom they had adopted as a family in 2011. After posting about Maggie yesterday, Eamonn returned to Instagram this afternoon with an update. It included him paying tribute to Ruth, who regularly posts about taking Maggie on walks, and teased over his plans for the future. Eamonn told his followers that Maggie will feature in the Times this week. He wrote, "So much interest and love for Maggie following yesterday's post to the extent that she is going to star in at the Times Online from tomorrow and this week's Sunday Times." The former This Morning host, who has experienced health issues in recent years, went on to say that his ex does all the hard stuff with Maggie. He said, "Ruth does all the hard stuff with her because of my wheelchair restrictions, but working hard to hopefully get better soon and adopt another #rescue #dog like we did from Dogs Trust all those years ago." The presenter added, "Maggie changed my life and she was making me very happy in the sunshine today. In many ways she reminds me of my dearly departed mum, a really bad knee and hardly any teeth left, but not bad for a 17-year-old. Eamonn, who is a patron of rescue group Canine Angels, concluded, "Please try to adopt and not shop if you can. From organizations like Canine Angels and Dogs Trust, enjoy the sunshine, but please be aware of your dog in a car and its little feet on hot pavements. Bye from Maggie and me." The journalist, who used Randy Newman's song "You've Got a Friend in Me" from Toy Story 1995 in the post, had posted about Maggie yesterday. Alongside photos, he said in his previous post, 17 years apart, and we are both still going, just. Maggie and me #Dogs Trust #adopt don't shop. Eamonn and Ruth were said to be having difficult conversations about where Maggie would live following their separation. There were even previously reports of a custody dispute over the dog between the former couple. It was however suggested in May last year that Maggie was likely to end up primarily with Loose Women panelist Ruth. A source told The Sun at the time that Maggie is like a daughter to the exes, who were both said to dote on her. The source further told the outlet, "But she's getting on and they know she needs stability. It's a case of who can give her that." They added that the prospect of giving her up was heartbreaking for GB News presenter Eamonn. They said that Eamonn adores her but teased over the canine ending up with his ex. The source said last year, "But if Ruth is able to get out and about and walk her more, then it may well be that she gets Maggie in the split." Eamonn Holmes pays estranged wife Ruth Langsford a rare compliment in new Instagram post. The former couple share a grown-up son and a rescue dog. Eamonn Holmes has paid ex-wife Ruth Langsford a rare compliment in an Instagram post that might just raise eyebrows with his new flame, Katie Alexander. The unusual post comes after sources claimed Eamonn was ready to go to war with Ruth as they thrash out the details of their divorce. Ruth and Eamonn, both 65, sent shockwaves through the showbiz world when they announced they were getting divorced back in May 2024. It was rumored that the pair had split a year before, after Ruth discovered messages to other women on Eamonn's tablet. A source told The Sun at the time, Ruth was completely taken by surprise when she saw the messages. She had no idea what had been going on between them. She was devastated. Not only was she very upset, but she was also angry. Ruth is thought to be currently single. Eamonn, meanwhile, moved on with age gap girlfriend Katie, 43. And, as well as sharing 22-year-old son Jack, Ruth and Eamonn also share custody of rescue dog Maggie. And it was in a post about Maggie today, August 11, that Eamonn Holmes made a rare comment about Ruth. Alongside a picture of himself and Maggie, he said, "So much interest and love for Maggie following yesterday's post, to the extent that she is going to star in at the Times Online from tomorrow and this week's Sunday Times." He then mentioned Ruth. Eamonn said, "Ruth does all the hard stuff with her because of my wheelchair restrictions. But I'm working hard to hopefully get better soon and adopt another rescue dog like we did from Dogs Trust all those years ago." Turning his attention to Maggie, Eamonn said, "Maggie changed my life and she was making me very happy in the sunshine today. In many ways she reminds me of my dearly departed mum, A really bad knee and hardly any teeth left, but not bad for a 17-year-old. Please try to adopt and not shop if you can, from organizations like at Tech 9 Angels and at Dogs Trust. Enjoy the sunshine, but please be aware of your dog in a car and its little feet on hot pavements. Bye from Maggie and me, he concluded the post. Many of the GB News presenter's followers agreed with his adopt don't shop message. Fantastic photo. Maggie is a trooper, rescues are just the best, said one. What a beauty. Thanks for sharing, but more importantly, for promoting rescue dogs and adopting rather than shopping. Rescue dogs really are the best, said another. A third added, give a home to a rescue instead of a dog, that's in fashion. You will be rewarded with love. Others praised Eamonn for giving credit to Ruth for looking after Maggie. One said, even after what's happened between you both, it's good to credit at Ruth Langsford for what she does with Maggie. Maggie is often featured on Ruth's Instagram page, visiting the star's mum Joan in her care home or enjoying walks come rain or shine. Eamonn Holmes' heartfelt tribute amid battle with ex-wife Ruth Langsford over pet dog. TV presenter Eamonn Holmes has taken to Instagram to share a tribute to his border collie with 2 photos, 17 years apart, following his separation from Ruth Langsford. TV presenter Eamonn Holmes has shared an emotional tribute to his beloved border collie dog Maggie after a reported custody battle with his ex-wife Ruth Langsford, following their divorce. After more than a decade of marriage and nearly 30 years together, TV couple Eamonn Holmes and Ruth Langsford officially went their separate ways in May 2024. At the heart of their split was their dog, who the couple adopted in 2011. Eamonn, 65, shared 2 pictures of himself with the beloved pooch along with the caption, 17 years apart, and we are both still going, just. Ex-wife Ruth, who is a regular panelist on Loose Women, also regularly shares photos with their dog Maggie, and it is unknown what their official arrangement is. It comes after Princess Andre says she's independent from parents as she breaks silence after Katie Price Rowe. A source previously opened up about their dog and said it was like a child to them. A source told The Sun, Maggie is like a daughter to them. They dote on her. But she's getting on and they know she needs stability. It's a case of who can give Maggie stability. Eamonn adores her and Maggie's been such a support during his health woes. The thought of giving her up is heartbreaking to him. They added, but if Ruth is able to get out and about and walk her more, then it may well be that she gets Maggie in the split. Many of Eamonn's fans comment on his recent post, asking about the arrangement with Maggie, as well as commenting on how cute the pooch is. One person asked, does Ruth let you see Maggie? While another said, wish you could be together. A third commented, she's a beauty, while another said, www gorgeous pair. Eamonn's Instagram post comes after he made a dig at his ex-wife, Ruth, after reportedly claiming that his girlfriend, Katie Alexander, 43, is his soulmate. Eamonn and Katie look very loved up in recent snaps, having attended GB News star Nana Akua's engagement party earlier this month. According to Bella magazine, dad of 4, Eamonn, gushed that Katie was his soulmate at the glamorous bash in London, while also reportedly quipping, in sickness you find out who is there for you. Commenting on the apparent dig, a source said, it was an insensitive comment from Eamonn, but he's smitten with Katie and does feel like she has been there for him through the hard times. That said, it is a kick in the teeth for Ruth because she has been there for him since the beginning.